Action.
Welcome to Passion Over Profit Podcast, episode 2. Today is just us two. Nobody else was able to make it, but that's all good.
All good. We still making sure we put out this content for you guys. We never lack, man. Come on.
For sure. But all right, so today's first topic is
Passion Over Profit, where it's not just a podcast, but a lifestyle.
Okay,
I had to throw that in there.
Can't forget that.
Yes, sir.
I bet. So yeah, today's topic is about the whole thing with StockX that happened last week, which we're about to get into.
Yeah.
So you want to go ahead and say what it was first?
So, from what I kind of understood, and the way I heard about it, someone hit me up through the DMs. They told me, hey, if you're going to StockX, it was $100 off, right?
It was $100 off.
$100 off code. You can use it on StockX. Just use this code. I was like, hell no, they're trying to scam me. Huh? No way. So I literally opened it, read it, left it open. And then next thing you know, Edgar hits me up. He's like, bro, did you see this? And then I start reading headlines.
I came to the shop. I don't know.
Oh, no, he did come to the shop.
I came to the shop.
But you texted me before, remember?
Oh, it was that night that it happened, right?
He texted me at night, and I'm like, damn. I should have hopped on. Well, my loss. I mean, at the end of the day, ended up canceling orders, but
everybody was hyped when it happened.
Yeah, for sure. So I guess somebody, I don't know who. Do you know who?
No, I don't think it was an actual person. I think it might have been just like a code that they might have been testing out, or an employee code or something.
Yeah, so it was just a code that somebody ended up hacking or found. They used that code and people just started ordering like crazy. They literally said that StockX canceled about how many orders?
50,000
orders. That is not no joke, bro.
So like if they would have went through 50,000 times, basically they would lose $100 because they'd have to still give them their payout. The seller, they still have to give them the payout, and then they just lose money on the fees and everything.
Yeah, I saw people ordering slides, getting slides for like $20, $30. I was like, bro, what? That was crazy. But when it comes down to that position, what do you feel like you would have done if you were StockX?
Cancel them damn orders.
Yeah, no cap.
Bro, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is a lot of money. I don't care if I'm $1 billion business. I need my money.
That's a lot of orders.
I'm not losing money like that, so.
People weren't as pissed as I thought they would be. I thought people would be more mad.
Because at the end of the day, it was just something, you know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
it was like a too good to be true situation.
Yeah, it was expected.
$100 off, bro.
It was expected, bro. So.
I caught it late too. I got the notification like around 6 or something. Nah, probably like 7 or something. But it was already too late.
Yeah, that shit was wild.
They already had blocked the code and everything.
What would you have ordered if say orders did go through and you was to find something?
I was on the panda thing. I was on the pandas. I was about to just keep ordering pandas.
Okay, I ordered a whole like 50 piece.
Yeah, that would have been a nice late. Well, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah, for real. I mean, that's part of the game, honestly. So.
Yeah. But so yeah, it would have been around how much money that they would have. It was 50,000 times 100.
Just add a zero to that bad boy. What's that, like 5 mil? 500,000?
Yeah, it was 5 mil.
5 mil?
We had said it before. That's a 5 mil lick.
5 mil? Hold on,
they're not worth that.
What was it? 50,000 times 100?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 mil.
5 million.
Nah.
There were even rumors that they were like shutting down, that they had a meeting and everything, which I thought was. Nah, I thought they weren't doing that. Like, that's crazy. At the end of the day, you're still a profitable company, whatever people say about you.
Yeah, it's damn near. And I mean, at the end of the day, they changed the game. So it's like, majority of people, they don't even, like, I've met so many people where they're like, hey, I'm about to get into reselling. What app should I download? I'm like, StockX. Oh, I already have that. Do you have Go? Let's go.
Yeah.
So it's like, StockX is kind of just like the top of the pyramid, you know what I mean? So.
For sure.
That's one thing I've noticed.
Yeah, it would be like StockX, Stadium Goods. They're up there with all those like bigger people, but StockX is definitely the biggest one.
They're like the big dogs, almost.
Yeah, they literally control the market. Like, think about it this way. All right, before StockX was as big as it, like sneakers just wise, somebody created an app that then decided what every single shoe on this wall goes for.
That is damn near true, no cap.
That's a lot of power to have for one person.
Yeah, and that's a lot of work.
Imagine.
Yeah,
it's a lot of, but they have a lot of employees.
That is true, but imagine starting that out.
Yeah, I actually don't know the story about how they started.
I didn't even want to get in. Look at
Yeah, I
into
should.
that.
I've never asked myself that question.
Because they blew up with these past few years, bro,
Yeah.
like crazy too. I remember the first time I heard about it, I was like, what? It was like what I've been waiting for. No
Yeah,
cap.
yeah, you can find now any sneaker that, you feel me, that isn't like super rare or like really old or something, but you can find now any sneaker, and it's at,
That's true. That's
how
true.
do I say it? At the tip of your fingers.
No cap.
Yeah.
Hey, quick kicks of the day. I'm wearing the same shoe, Yeezy 700 Vances, man. You can't go wrong
Yeah,
with
I'm
these.
standing by that statement.
Yeah, best shoe of all time. It's the only shoe I wear. What about you?
Hyper Royal 1's.
I know y'all peeped the. My bad, I untied it a little bit.
No, you're good. My the original laces got dirty, so I threw on the off-white laces.
The off-white lace. Can't go wrong. Slight little flex with the ones, you know.
But so enough about StockX. Our next topic: reimagined 1's.
Yeah.
That shoe is beautiful. Have you
Beautiful
seen it
shoe?
in hand?
Nah,
I saw it yesterday.
for real.
It was beautiful.
I got a problem with it though.
All right, what's up?
And it's something that a lot of people like. I don't like that cracked leather. I don't like how they did on the coral bleach ones. I don't like how they did on the stage haze. I don't like that look. It get like the
don't like
toe
it at
face too.
all?
I don't like it at all. You can't.
But like, do you at least appreciate like what it means? Cause like, all right, a 1985, right?
Yeah,
Do you like the way it looks just off,
it's a
like
little
all
higher
cracked
cut,
and
too, right?
everything? Do you like the way it looks?
I mean, yeah, but I put it this way: it's like with a shoe like that, that's kind of already got a vintage look. You gotta throw on a fit to match that vintage look. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like if you have a vintage shoe, you have to throw on some light wash jeans and a thrift tee.
You have to pull off the whole fit.
It has to be
Yeah.
the whole thing. Like a perfect example would be those white cement threes that are finna drop next year. It's like you cannot. Those are gonna. I feel like they're gonna look good, but just that yellowness is just. You gotta have the right fit, and I kind of don't like that because you could. Why not just drop the OG? Which I mean, it is the OG, but
But they also didn't drop the OG that long ago.
that's true. 2015.
2015. Yeah, that's 7 years.
I would prefer that one over the one that they're about to drop. I'm not gonna lie. And in pictures, I feel like that red looks a little orange.
Have you
You've seen
seen-
it in hand, so.
It looked gorgeous,
It
bro.
looked gorgeous.
I love the way it looked.
And then the bottoms, you made the bottoms look worn.
Yeah. Have you seen the box?
The box, yeah. The orange one,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's orange with
That little receipt.
it has a receipt, and then on the outside of it, it even has like stickers, like how they would do the 85 Chicago. It would be like a for sale and be $70.
That's dope.
They used to retail for $70.
That's pretty. See, now that's stuff that I can appreciate. And like, when it comes down to that, though, I definitely need a personal. I know I was just talking shit.
I should have bought a pair just to.
I was just talking heat, but I do need a personal just because it is a Chicago one, and that's a shoe
Damn
that
reseller.
I would throw it. No, okay, that's a shoe that I would definitely throw on
Nah,
and
for sure.
beat. It's already look beat. So
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely get.
how many pairs you gonna get? Personals?
Yeah, I have to keep a personal.
Double up?
I don't double up on shoes.
I
I'd
do.
rather just get a shoe that I don't, because I don't have a super big collection. So I'd rather get a shoe that I don't already have.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
When it comes to doubling up for me, I say yeah.
You're doubling up on that one?
Yeah, got to. I mean, if I can get it for retail, why not? You know what I mean?
Actually, that might be a possibility. Talking about,
500,000
yeah,
pairs. That's what we forgot to mention too.
Yeah.
There's 500,000 pairs dropping of this shoe.
the most quantity.
550.
I saw 500. I didn't see 550.
I was off 5 fish.
A shit ton. How about that?
Yeah, that's crazy. So I
Everybody
mean,
and their grandma can get them.
yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's for real. They might just be saying
No, that's
that.
real.
That's real?
Yeah, that's real.
Damn.
Because I saw in Shy a dude with like 100 pairs of grade school already.
Jeez.
There's
I
a
thought-
lot of them.
I feel bad for the people that were paying $1,000, $1,250 for
But
early.
Go ahead. I'll let you.
That's really what I was gonna say.
But they know that going into it. It's like anybody who buys a shoe early knows that they're paying extra to have it early. But
But
they're
they didn't
okay
have a
with
stock
that.
number before that. I don't think. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
I
no,
had the opportunity to buy one like a month ago, but I didn't buy it because it's like, dang, should I spend $1,000 on this?
Uh-huh.
And I'm happy I didn't because with there being 550,000 pairs,
Yeah.
I can negotiate. Now I could go back to bro and be like, hey, would you do this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because it's more easily accessible. There's obviously more pairs going around, so.
Well, at least resellers. Like resellers, like when they do make a purchase like that, they know what they're gonna buy before they buy it. So they know it's like 2 months out from release. Georgetown 6s, for example.
Georgetown 6, that is true.
People were paying high, bro. I was selling pairs for $350.
Damn.
3 weeks before release, and people were happy to pay it.
It's like UNC 6s too.
Yeah, I saw bulk going for like 300
300.
in bulk.
They look good, but I ain't gonna lie. Every pair that I've had has that funky China smell.
Really?
That hella like super glue. I was like, hold on.
That's what a lot of Jordans now do. They don't have that. They've stayed away from like. I think we talked about it last episode. When you smell a shoe, it has that certain smell. Nowadays, it doesn't have that smell anymore.
If you know that,
like
there's
some of
certain
these
ones
new
I've
releases.
had. Yeah, I know what you mean though. If you know that smell, you know that is the most.
Yeah.
That's the best smell.
There's a certain smell that that new shoes used to have, like all Jordans and everything that came from Nike. It's a smell. If you're old enough, you'll know about it. If not,
I feel bad for you.
nah. Research the OGs. You'll see it. They're still in them.
Experience, right?
Like they
there.
last a long time. If it's a DS shoe,
That is true.
that smell will always be there.
The shadows.
Yeah, the shadows.
The shadow. I got some shadow ones off of him. Thank God.
Yes,
I was
sir.
looking for that shoe for a minute too.
Yeah. But yeah, so what do you think resale market is gonna be after they come out?
They're probably gonna be around 270 to 3. I feel like. Keep it real. It is at the end of the day. It is a Chicago one, and it's still gonna sell out.
But there's a lot of pairs.
There's a lot of pairs, but it's gonna sell out. Like they said, like the Cool Grey 11s. Those were sold. Those were sold. I was moving those at 350 to 4 at release day.
Actually, no, yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
think, personally, I think it's gonna be around 350.
350 the ones?
Yeah, bigger sizes.
Yeah, bigger size for
Bigger
sure.
sizes, and I think smaller sizes at. Well, let me take that back, because I thought the same thing about patent bred ones.
The patent bred.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, those was a hit.
All right, let's first explain that. So the patent bred ones came out, and they were like what, 350 bigger size. They were exactly that, 350 bigger sizes,
350
and like
to 4.
size 8's like $300.
Yeah, I was moving those at 4 big sizes.
Yeah, I was consigning them too.
Yeah, I remember that was crazy.
I love that shoe. Shake my hand for that one. 'Cause we made a lot of money off that shoe.
Made some real cheese off of that. That was crazy. And it's funny because somebody brought me in a pair, and it was a size 10.5, and it said it had EG on it, and it said 400. I was like, damn. I couldn't even. It's like, yeah, bro, I can't even help you here. Like you can see right here, it goes for 2 fish. No.
I feel his pain because I still remember when I sold. So I had leftovers. I had bought pairs not early, but like a couple weeks after release for like 300. I bought a ton of patent bread, so I moved a good amount, but those smaller sizes I got stuck with, and I lost $100 per pair. I remember.
Yeah. Damn. Let's not talk about
You
that.
want some, you lose some.
That's a fat L, no cap. $100 a pair. Shit. Hey, at least you're
Sold them
smart
to
though.
you,
People would have said.
You hear me?
Yeah.
I sold them to you.
People would have sat on them and just waited. You know what I mean? But your mentality is, let me just get that money
It's
back
not
and
about-
flip it. You know what I mean?
How long ago is that? Like, let's take that example. How long ago is that? 4 months ago?
4 months. I would
Yeah, it
say.
was like 4 months ago.
Jeez.
Market still has not came up from that, so I'd still be sitting on a shoe I paid 300 for that only goes for 220.
Jeez, yeah.
I think I sold. That's what it was. I sold them for 220 and I lost 80 a shoe.
Yeah. And I moved them for only like 250, 260 because I'm pretty negotiable. So something worked out.
Yeah, so you made money.
Yeah, no cap.
I made money early on, but back to the Chicago's. I think now that I think about that shoe, you might be right. 250 on smaller sizes, 300 on bigger size on the Chicago's.
Yeah, I feel like it'll kind of stay around there for a little bit and then, you know, do its
I don't know what grade school gonna do.
220, 210, 210, 210, 2.
I don't know, bro, because there's a lot of, and grade school ain't, at least right now, isn't moving as
No
well
cap.
as
Now
used.
that you say that too, and with it being that reimagined boy, I just feel like it's not gonna be too demanded within grade school, at least for females. I don't know if females like that vintage look. I don't know. I'm not trying to be.
Sometimes it's not even the vintage look. Like a lot of collectors are gonna get them just because, whether they like it or not. Like you don't even like them, and you getting them. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
There's gonna be a lot of you.
It's a Chicago one.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'm getting it, because I had the 2015, sold it, but wish I shouldn't have,
Why
because
did
it
you
was
sell
my
that
size.
shit?
because that Jordan documentary came out, which was crazy. I bought it for like, basically I did some trades in cash, got it for like 6. That Jordan documentary came out 2 months later, 15 out of nowhere. I was like, what? Time to flip.
Yeah, I remember after that documentary, literally anything with Jordan.
OG shit too.
Yeah.
Like white cement 4s,
The shoes.
bread 4s.
Actually, I think the patent bread came out after that.
I think it did as well.
Yeah, that's why. That might have been also why it was so high.
That was a good documentary though. If you haven't watched, I definitely recommend. Very motivational as well.
I was looking to buy a 1985 Chicago before that, and then I saw the price went up, and I still want to buy one like before this is all said and done, but
Yeah, for sure.
it's getting a lot harder now.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna get a lot harder, especially with those prices. Maybe this. Do you think this shoe will bring down that market though? Just a little bit at least.
Of the 85s?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No. Because this it's the first one that ever came out, you know? Like it's still damn near no pairs to be found. I've been looking for a size 10 for like 3 years now. I have found one, and it had no box, and the dude didn't want to sell it. He just had it on display.
Damn. That's part.
I would have offered him something crazy for it.
That's part of the game though. Jeez.
If you have one, please let me know.
No cap, yeah.
Please.
Not me though. I mean, I like them, but I can't wear them.
I want them just for historical value, because I'm gonna regret it later.
Yeah. That's
Like
true.
even if it's like a shoe that's a little bit outside of what I should be spending on a shoe, I still want it just so in 10 years I literally can't find one, and I have it, you know?
Yeah, to be able to say you have it, I feel like that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Cause
I'm willing to make that capital sacrifice just for that feeling in a few years.
hey, throw that boy on eBay before you pass away. See that to your kids.
Might die with it.
Yeah, no cap. That actually damn, I'm so happy I just remembered this. That reminds me. When it comes down to Jordans, okay, obviously with Off-White, Virgil Abloh passed away, rest in peace. But when it comes down to Jordans, I'm very curious as to what will drop, what prices will do, etc. when it comes to Jordan passing away. Like, I really don't even want that to happen because.
No, yeah, but it's like.
It's
No, I get what you mean, because I've asked myself the same thing.
Yeah.
I hope he lives a long time. I'll just put that out. I hope he lives a long time,
Very long time.
so that I have time to find my pair also. Because if he passes, I have a feeling that shoe's gonna do like crazy numbers, and I want to have it before that. Not for the money wise, but like before I have to pay that.
Yeah, no cap. And then when it just comes down to any shoe, bro, I don't know. Marcus better be going crazy on. Do you feel like it will?
Certain shoes, yeah. Like,
oh, geez.
yeah, like Jordan has so many models and colorways now that I do not think that all of them are gonna have a little increase.
Yeah, for sure.
But all the OG colorways are definitely gonna go crazy.
Do you think they'll be able to drop those again?
Yeah.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, because they probably have a deal to where they can continue to line until, you feel me, and then
then
pass
the
the
money
profit
goes
off to his family or whatever.
That's true.
They probably have that in the deal.
That's crazy.
Or I've also heard he sold his part, so I don't even know if he's a part of Jordan Brand anymore. And they paid him out a lot of money. It could be capped, but
I don't know about that.
I
That'd be
heard
some
that.
wild.
We'll talk about that on a later episode. I didn't do my research on that.
Yeah, I need to check that in because, jeez, I don't think I would get rid of something like that.
Nah.
It's almost like them offering.
But we also have to think about this. I think this happened before Jordan was what it was now. Because, like, of course they made
yeah,
money,
true.
but they probably paid, if he got bought out, they probably paid him a lot of bread. Bro.
Yeah, it's almost like Kanye when they offered him $1 billion. Like just recently, they just offered him $1 billion. And I mean, Kanye knows the potential, and he knows what he brings to the table. So of course he's not gonna take that. I mean, I wouldn't even take that with the way he's transferred
not
Yeezy.
one, bro.
You know what I mean? I need at least a 20 bill.
Because as much as he makes off of it, that was really that's a low ball offer. Like a lot of people, deals like that, a lot of people will kind of overhype.
Yeah,
but if you look into the logistics, that's a pretty low ball offer.
With him being majority of Adidas' online sales as well, that would not be a smart play on his move. And I mean,
not lifetime.
that's how you know Kanye really knows what he's talking about when it comes down to business. Like,
For sure.
he looked at everything.
He's crazy, but he's a genius.
You know what's funny about that?
What?
Okay, he might be a little crazy, but
I understand it.
I give it like 3-4 years till we're able to understand what he's actually talking about. Cause I say that because today it's 2022 right now. I saw an interview from 2015, and a lot of the stuff that he was saying was stuff that I remember in the past. People were like, "Bro, he is crazy. He's going crazy. He needs to be on medication. He hasn't been the same." A lot of that stuff makes sense now, which is really wild. Like, if you really look at a lot of his old interviews, a lot of the stuff that he was saying makes so much sense. And I wish I could remember what specifically, but I was just listening to it and I was like, wow, Kanye's a genius.
Real quick, did you watch the documentary?
I didn't finish it, but I did watch it.
I didn't even start. So
you didn't?
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I've been meaning to watch it.
Super motivational. It's just crazy because he literally manifested his life, and the way he presented himself in the past, and he would go up to people literally in Chicago and be like, "You don't know me, but you're gonna know me," and that's
a different level of confidence, bro.
That's what he's known for.
Yeah,
his confidence, bro, his arrogance, but it was good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's what made him the person that he is today and took him to that level.
Yo, real quick, just to go off of that. 2J's, which is somebody we talked about last episode.
Owner of Urban Necessities.
Yeah, owner of Urban Necessities. He's one of the leading faces of the sneaker community to people outside of sneakers. But besides that, he said the same thing in a video I watched one time. So when he was like, had just got done being homeless or whatever, and like was at least getting into shoes, he would go up to stores, like go to Foot Lockers and stuff, and he's like, all right, you don't know my face, but there will come the day where I will buy every single shoe in your store. Or like, I will get every single release that you guys are getting. Like,
that's smooth.
Yeah.
That's smooth. That's the definition.
He was like, so remember me.
Yeah. Get used
that's
to this
dope,
face.
bro.
Yeah, that is dope.
That's dope. That's a different level of confidence.
That's the way. I feel like that's the way you kind of just gotta move through life, honestly. Because if you're moving through life and you're not that confident in yourself or believe in yourself that much, then you're kind of just gonna be in the same spot. Hate to break it to you. I mean, to be able to see something for your future and to honestly believe in yourself to where if somebody doubts you, you can just laugh in their face. That shows that you're really meant for something. And yeah, like that's dope.
And from your perspective, like it's that calming feeling you get, because I've had that. Like I know you told me your parents like have doubted you before when you like first started researching. And I'm the same way. Like my mom to this day still doesn't like fully agree with what I.
She don't fully understand it.
Yeah, fully understand, and that's why she doesn't agree.
Yeah.
Because she thinks about kind of success in life as the college degree, office, those kind of jobs. Like she's still in that mindset. But I know it's only because she doesn't know about the opportunities that you have now.
Yeah, she
like
just
if you knew that you could do what we're doing, like she'd be like, oh yeah, that's
true.
That's a way better option. Yeah, it makes more sense.
Yeah, and I mean, it's crazy because, like you mentioned, I mean, I had a lot of people doubt me, especially my uncles. They were very doubtful of me. But and like for me to say right now, like for you to believe in yourself that you can laugh in the face when you doubt you, like that's literally happened to me. Like I remember before I even quit my job in construction, I would just talk with them and I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna be a millionaire. And I kind of didn't really want them to hear that. But one day, I guess somebody told them that I was working with, and then he mentioned it to me, bro. And he started laughing in my face.
Hold on, you told somebody that you was gonna be a millionaire.
Yeah.
And then they went and told them.
And they told my uncle, bro. My uncles
that should tell you something about whoever you told, bro.
I was like, damn, like I told you.
They had the same mindset as your uncle. If they went right to tell him, bro.
Yeah, bro. And it's funny because he told him, we're at lunch, and my uncle's like, you swear you're gonna be a millionaire? He started laughing, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, I got a little choked up and I started crying just because I believe, not crying, but like some tears got to my eyes, but I started laughing because I was just like, bro, like, it's almost like that moment where you're just so confident in yourself that you just know that, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like,
it's like, bro, just watch and see.
You know you're gonna figure it out.
Just watch and see.
Yeah.
That was that type of moment for me, bro. And that, seeing everything now, I mean, when he, like, the times that he's came in here, he's impressed. And I mean, I'm not the type to be like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like I'm just
But you'd be a liar
like,
if you said that don't feel good. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely felt good when
like
he
you
came.
remember the moments when you see him.
It definitely felt good when he came in here and he looked at everything. He like I just saw his eyes go like that, and I was like it just felt good.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't help but smile. And like I mean, he didn't have nothing to say, bro. He was honestly impressed, and that was just a really good feeling. Believing in yourself is definitely key. And
were you reselling at the time?
yeah, I was just low key doing it.
I bet you went crazy that week, huh?
I went crazy ever since that, honestly, bro. Like I was just, I mean, I was always obviously going crazy, just doing my thing.
No, but that adds a fuel to the fire, bro. That feels so good.
Yeah, it felt really good, bro. And one thing that reminds me too is like, one thing I realized, a big thing that separates a lot of people from being able to manifest certain things, and it's something, I don't know if you've read Think and Grow Rich.
I've listened to about half of it.
Okay,
I didn't finish it.
You're familiar with the terms when he says burning desire, right?
Yeah, a burning desire.
Burning desire is true. Like, you can be motivated, you can work towards what you want, but if you don't have a burning desire, like that's what separates men from little boys.
Yeah, it's something that you
need to
can't necessarily find, or like it just comes to you.
It comes to you,
or you're born with it. That's how I feel about it.
That's when you find what you're passionate about.
Because there's a lot of people that go through life and don't really have, how do I say this? They don't have passion. What the whole podcast is about. They don't have passion with everything they do.
And they haven't found it. That's what it is, I feel like. Because I feel like everybody has a passion. But
deep down inside? Deep down inside,
for sure, bro. The one thing that I've heard, and it's true, hold on. One thing that I heard, and it's hella true, is a lot of things that you're passionate about are honestly things that you enjoyed when you were younger. But people, when you're growing up, you're kind of hearing like, oh, you shouldn't do that. That's not going to make no money. Oh, you shouldn't do that. That's kind of childish. So you kind of leave them there and you forget about it. But you start to grow up and get older and you realize the people that you were telling were just people that kind of heard the same thing, and it really didn't make no sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't really, it was like a rule that you got put on you that made you get rid of that stuff, and that's where you kind of mess up.
I think that's where society messes up.
Yeah, society too.
Yeah, it's really society, because I've also thought about that. Like, a kid has innocence until society he grows up hearing these type of things, and
rules,
his passions go out the window.
Everything, yeah. It's easy to get discouraged, and it's easy to be able
distracted.
Distracted, and it's easy to be able to fall into that type of into that rat race. That's what it really is. It's a rat race. So it's just the moment you feel like you have a little bit of inspiration, and like you feel you just have that feeling. Like you'll know what I'm talking about when you get that feeling. And if you've had that feeling, don't tell nobody, because the moment you tell somebody, they're gonna get discouraged because they're gonna put their limits on you. They're basically gonna because they weren't able to follow their dreams or be able to have that type of passion or inspiration. They're gonna put it on you because they don't want you to be able to do what they couldn't. So when you tell somebody, they're gonna discourage you no matter what.
No, absolutely.
So it's best you just keep it to yourself and just grind, honestly.
But I think when you know the people around you, like,
that's true.
If you tell the right people, they'll also help you keep on the track. Like sometimes throughout your journey or your version of success or whatever you want to do, there are those bumps in the road where you feel like, you feel me? You feel like it's not possible.
Yeah, that's
you ever
true.
had that? Like,
yeah, definitely.
Like you get through certain patches in life, then you're like, damn, I don't know how, I can't see past this.
Yeah, it's like a mental block. But that's the key word, is mental. Everything's all a mentality, bro.
No, yeah, absolutely.
The moment, one thing I've learned, and I kind of mentioned this in the last podcast, the moment you put any form of doubt or any mental block in your brain, that's when all you see is obstacles. But if you look at it as something like, how can I get around it? How can, like, looking for an answer, that's when you start seeping through, finding answers, finding options, and finding solutions.
Yeah,
that's the way I see things, bro. So like whenever I see something, bro, I never really look at it as an obstacle. I look at it as something that, what is this doing? What is this doing to teach me? But you know what I mean?
Cool. No, yeah, for sure. One thing that I wanted to say, that really bothered me.
Go ahead, bro. Let it free.
Relationship, yeah, it really bothered me. But one thing I want to say about that, the burning desire thing. It's something that you definitely need to have in life. But no, I wanted to say I think there are some people that really don't have it. It's rare, but
yeah, burning desire is not something everybody carries. Like, you can have a passion for things, you can be motivated by things, you can have inspiration, but burning desire is very select.
For sure.
Like, burning desire, I can't even, it's hard to describe it. It's almost just, it's a feeling inside of you where
it literally feels like a fire.
Yeah, and you can't chill. Like, the moment you chill or even are laid back doing something that's not going towards your purpose, you feel like a bum. You feel like you're not doing anything. It's like you just feel like you're getting behind.
You ever feel like you just wasted that time and you can't get that back? Like, sometimes I try to go away from that, but every once in a while, like, I get that thought, like, dude, that's a lot of wasted time that I can't get back.
Nah, for sure. Everybody's had those moments, bro.
Yeah,
everybody's definitely had those moments.
If you haven't had this moment, like, really look at yourself and think, like, your lifetime, you're only gonna get one shot at your life.
Yeah.
So when this is over, it's done. There is no restart. There is no respawn. It'll be over. So live every day like it's your last. Just a real quick thing that I want to say.
For sure. And one thing I want to throw out there too is, like, I know a lot of you guys are hearing this, and you guys see, I don't know if you guys like see everything that we're doing, but we honestly don't even feel like we're to where we want to be. You know what I mean? I know you definitely don't feel like that, and I definitely don't feel like that, bro. It's like the way your goals are set, you have to literally reach for the stars, and it's like I've accomplished a good amount of things, but I don't even feel like there's certain times where I'm just like, bro, like, I need to go harder. You know what I mean? It's like I just can't get comfortable, bro. It's just there's so much that I want to accomplish that it's just I gotta go out there and get it, bro.
I had that feeling on the way over here.
That's good, and it's good to feel that way, because, like, it's good to be grateful for what you have. Honestly, that's what it is. It's about being grateful for what you have in the moment, but it's also having that grind.
Yeah, you gotta experience new things.
It's that desire to be able to just be like, bro, like, this can't be it. Like, no matter what, this can't be it. And if it ties in with almost Kanye's documentary, bro, he mentioned, he was talking about, he was in the car driving and he was like, I'm living the American dream. This might be y'all dream, but this is nowhere near my dream. And that's always
stuck hard.
With me. Yeah,
that's hard.
That's definitely always stuck with me, bro, because it's just, a lot of people see certain things and they see people doing good. It's just not even close to where you want to be. It's just that inner hustler, bro. It's the inner hustler, bro.
And they don't look past that.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of people don't look past that, bro. It's that desire. Like I said, that's what separates a lot of people, bro. That will definitely push you. Desire is definitely what's going to push you to get to that extra mile, bro.
No, absolutely. Like, the way 2J's was saying, back to 2J's, another similarity that him and Kanye have, that in the recent video that he did with, what is their name? The Early Bird Boys?
Private?
Yeah, Private Selection. So they did a video with Private Selection.
Yeah.
And he has said that him and Kanye kind of have a lot of similarities. Like, he doesn't want to say he's Kanye, but they have a lot of similarities. They have a lot of similarities in their mentality, because he's literally the biggest store out there, and he's trying to find a way to
expand,
push past that limit.
Yeah.
And having that role is a super tough job. Like, you gotta literally create. It's the art of creation. You have to create things that haven't been done by other people before. You have to look past those limits.
Yeah, and it's crazy that you mentioned that, because obviously we see what he's done with the store and where it's been this whole year.
Yeah.
I was reading a recent post and he said this was the toughest year of his life. One of the toughest years of his life. That was his caption.
And that's crazy.
Yeah, it's like, it's not everything you see, you know what I mean?
The man was homeless.
Yeah, it's like, this is like one of the toughest years of his life. And I mean, it just goes to show that no matter how much you're up there and how big it may seem to other people, you're always gonna be your biggest critic too.
And then the sky's the limit.
Yeah, for real. And then what were you saying again? There's something about so damn, hold on. There was something about 2J's, and it reminded me about something that was really dope.
Something between him and Kanye?
Nah, okay, yeah, it was similar. So he said when he had opened up Urban Necessities that everybody was obviously there congratulating him, you know, being there for the big grand opening. His boy came up to me and was like, damn, bro, you made it. You see what you've done? And 2J literally said that he looked him in the face and was like, nah, like, I'm just now getting started, bro. And
that's powerful.
Dope. That is dope,
powerful.
Bro. That's what it is, bro.
Yeah.
That's how it is, bro. It's just never be content, bro. Like, you can be grateful, but never just be comfortable. And he's definitely the definition of then a big role model when it comes down to the sneaker game, I feel like. Would you say so?
The biggest. There's nobody above that. He's doing stuff. He's working harder than me, and I'm here.
Yeah,
and that's something I aspire to, bro. I'm trying to figure out how it is that he just keeps going all day. And I've heard some of the stories about the trips that he's had, like 5-6 countries in a week. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Jeez,
in a week. Imagine the jet lag. Imagine the time zones.
I went on a plane from here to Mexico one day, and I was tired for like 3 days.
Yeah, bro, that's a different
You ever
type
been
of
on
grind.
a plane, bro, and felt that tiredness?
Yeah.
That's a tough tiredness.
It definitely is, bro.
Yeah, you've been to the airport and shit, felt that, bro.
You just want to go. You just want to go home, take a nap, like
a couple of days a week, bro. That's a different level of grind.
Yeah, bro.
But it's something that I aspire
motivation.
to. That inspires me. Like, I watch videos like that at night. The reason we mention these people is that, like, what I do at night, my chill down time, is just watch stuff like that to motivate me for the next day.
Yeah, for real. That's dope. Yeah.
But yeah. So back to our next topic. Relationships. Today's sneaker talk, relationships.
Relationships is a big thing.
We're going to get into the part where we kind of teach younger resellers how to go about the game, just stuff about the game. Mm-hmm. So today's topic is relationships. What are some of the best relationships you've created? So
you,
absolutely.
Jordy, Hector, Colin. So many names I couldn't throw out there. DZ.
Now a follow-up question: who are your closest friends in life? Not sneakers wise, just like in life.
Jordy, Hector, you, my girl. You know what I mean?
It's that whole list was damn near people that he met through sneakers.
Yeah, no cap. That's literally what it is, and it's just, yeah, like that goes to speak for itself, honestly.
Yeah, that goes to speak for itself. Like,
and
creating relationships in sneakers is one of the most important things you could do, because for business and for life, like, I'm the same way. My closest people are Anna, which she is on payroll, and
he said,
she
shout
works,
out Anna.
Yeah, so shout out Anna. You, DZ, and then of course my parents. Mm-hmm. Those are the closest people to me, and most of those people I met through sneakers.
Yeah, exactly.
And the people who I've also made the most money with are those same people. Mm-hmm. So going around and meeting people when you're first starting up is super important for your business, for life, to help teach you things, to help get you through obstacles, and just people to explain stuff to you. So, like, a person I met through sneakers about a year ago.
Yeah.
Lately, events have been a little slower on my end.
Yeah.
I know you haven't been to events, but lately events have been a little slower on my end.
Yep.
And I was just talking with him about it, and he gave me a new opportunity. Not gave me a new opportunity, but introduced me to a new opportunity and told me about, like, SneakerCon and stuff.
Yeah.
He basically gave me a whole blueprint on how he gets to them. Because, like, when you don't go to those out-of-state events, it's really difficult to put it all together. Okay, how are you going to get the pairs there that you're selling? How are you going to get there? How much is all this going to cost? Do you have a car? Because some of these are 13-hour drives. Like, if you have a personal car,
13-hour drive?
Yes. Dallas. He's going to Dallas, which is a 13-hour drive from Chicago.
Jeez.
Think about it, bro. Think about that on a personal car. It's just not possible, bro. Mm-mm. Like, you can't keep doing that to your car.
Nah, you really can't, bro.
So yeah, it's just a lot of stuff that you have to get figured out to be able to do stuff like this. And he helped me through a lot of it. He broke it down, how he does everything.
He simplified it.
Yeah, he simplified it a lot.
That's dope.
So like having relationships like this, going back to what we were saying, having relationships like this, whew, I got stuck there, bro. No cap.
Got a brain fart?
Yeah, I was just going.
Having relationships like that, which I feel like kind of, I'm gonna add it to yours,
All right, go ahead.
is he applied it to his game, you know what I mean? And that's the best thing you can do when it comes down to your relationships is everybody's there to help each other grow. You're not there to see somebody doing something and then hate on it. You're there to see somebody doing something. Hey, how did you do that? What can I do to apply this to my game? And that's honestly the best way to grow is when you're looking at other relationships, please don't look at them as competition. Please don't look at them as somebody that, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
set that ego aside because that's just what's gonna block a lot of blessings and it's gonna prevent you from growing.
No, and people can feel that. So when you're talking with somebody and you get that feeling, you instantly don't like the person as much.
That's
like
true.
life is energy. I believe you can feel somebody's energy.
That's
like
true.
like you can meet somebody for the first time,
Yeah.
and somehow in your mind say, I don't really fully trust this person or believe in this person.
Yep.
You-
Body language, energy, eyes, like the way they're looking at you. It's just it's a lot of factors that go into it, but that's definitely true. One thing I could say about relationships is it doesn't even just have to apply through sneakers. It's really just through business, point blank, period. Like the people that you meet are the people that you meet and the people that you keep relationships with are the people that are gonna pay your bills, pay your lifestyle, support your family if that's one of your goals in life, etc. It's like that's why you have to treat them so good because you're gonna make them money and they're gonna make you money. The better you treat them, the better they'll
Long-term,
treat you.
too.
It's all about a long-term thing. Just like he said, that's a perfect term that you just threw in there is long-term. Long-term is such a underrated thing because people look at people and they're like, oh, I can see myself making money with them. But the moment you get that ego involved and you start throwing a little bit of hate or
People look at everything that way.
that's true. That is true. When you start feeling that animosity towards somebody, they're gonna see it, they're gonna feel it, and you're not gonna be able to associate yourself with them anymore because
Or create that close feeling, that trust that you have in another person.
exactly, like you have to learn what it is to be abundant and be able to understand that there's enough money in this game to go around. There's more than enough money in this world. So it's just a matter of getting your piece of the pie. Don't ever look at something as competition. It's just learning how to help them make money, help you make money. That's just really what it's all about. Get rid of that
Yeah.
selfishness.
The more you give, the more you receive.
Yeah, definitely.
In all aspects of life, the more you give to something, the more you receive. So think about everything, like he said, in a long-term way. One quote that I heard from Patrick Bet-David,
Yeah.
entrepreneur.
PBD,
y'all should
shout
go check
out.
out. Y'all should go check out his channel. Y'all can learn a lot from that.
I
Don't
love
just
that,
look
man.
at us. Yeah, there's a lot of people you can look from.
I love that man. All homo.
For sure. So,
I just play.
so one thing he said is people overestimate what they can do in a year, but underestimate what they can do in 10 years. And I've had a lot. That quote has applied a lot to my life recently. So the phases that I'm going through in life, it's applied a lot.
Yeah.
Because I have 1 year goals, and I set them like really high.
Okay.
Because I've also heard like, all right, let's say you have a goal of selling like
Certain amount.
1,500 shoes in a
Okay.
year, right?
Okay.
And then, but you really think about it as, okay, my goal is 15,000.
15,000.
You're probably not gonna get to 15,000, but you're gonna get a lot further ahead than if you just had planned for 1,500.
That's funny because I was literally thinking the same thing. Like that's a lot of the way I set my goals. Honestly, is like I put it up higher so that whenever I put it up higher than what my actual goal is, so that when I go for it, I'm 100% gonna pass it. Like there's no doubt in me that I'm gonna pass it. You know what I mean?
Because you think about it differently.
Yeah, you
Mentally,
do.
your head just clicks differently when it
And you're
comes
just like,
to
I have to
actually
beat that.
executing.
Yeah, for sure. One thing too, when you say about that is, I want to add to that quote is, I've seen that quote, but then they parted it in another way was, if you write a page every single day, at the end of the year you'll have a book, which that's dope to me. I feel like because you see a book and you see how many pages are in a book. Every day, just write your page. Every single day is a page that you write. Every single day is a day that you're supposed to be better than what you were yesterday. At the end of the year.
So like a diary in a sense?
Yeah, nah, kind of. But at the end of the year, you would have made so much progress, more than what you would have originally thought. You know what I mean?
Okay. I've heard that too, but I just have never actually. Have you done it? I've never actually sat down and did it.
Sit down and write.
Yeah.
Honestly, I got so much stuff that just goes on my head. Kind of just do mental notes, which I feel like I do need to write it because
I feel like I do too, because I really got to experience it just to.
I know that would definitely help. I've tried it, and I remember like 6 months ago, I found it, and I was like, damn, like I really did come a lot from what I was feeling at that moment, because I was kind of just talking about what I felt, what I wanted to do. I already beat all those goals, thank God. Like I can't thank God enough. And it's just a matter of honestly aiming higher next year. That's the way I see it, bro. Like next year, my goals are going to be a lot more higher than what I felt this year.
As long as I do better than last year.
You know what you should do? Because this is what I did, bro. Not every day, but whenever I feel like it, I'm on my Snapchat. Because you know, Snapchat gives you a year's, like, oh, you did this a year ago today. Oh, you don't have, but I only had a Snapchat recently where I told myself, next year, it was last year, next year I'm going to have so and so and so. And bro, I already beat that goal, you know what I mean? Yeah. But it was dope to see Snapchat recommend it to me, and I watched it, and I was like, I just started smiling. And I was like, bro, that's a really good feeling. Like, to be able to do that and to accomplish it and even pass it, that is a blessing, and that is just a really good feeling, honestly.
You see, that'd be dope if I had Snapchat.
Yeah, I mean, shit, you might as well download another phone or something. No cap.
We're not going to get into why I don't have a Snapchat. But, but yeah, back to relationships. So, like, really go out there and try to find the people. So there's a bunch of different avenues of reselling. However avenue you resell, if you go loop, every day at those stores, you're going to end up seeing the same people and finding out their habits.
That's true.
Yeah, and just getting to know who those resellers are.
Same lines, same people in the lines, everything.
The same people in the lines. So like, since I used to loop, I still also have those friends who I'm very close with, who give me information, who tell me when certain drops are happening, and also with employees. With employees, you can have relationships and benefit each other, either money-wise or just helping-wise. Like, there are some employees I know that, you feel me, if they want a shoe that I have, I'll give it to them for whatever I pay for.
Yeah, and just looking
because they've looked out, even though I don't like it's not that they're on payroll. It's just, oh, yo, this is coming in at a certain time, you know? Yeah,
definitely. And that's something I fuck with about Edgar, because that's a lot of the way I move. Like, a perfect example, he had a Shadow 1, OG Shadow 1, 2018?
Yeah. 2018.
2018. I've been looking for that shoe forever. I haven't found it. And he had a DS pair. So we worked something out, and he was like, I want to make sure it's the most convenient for you. And that's all love right there. Because
he already had a shoe that I had sold him the day before that. He had a Corey
Yeezy.
Yeah, the red stripes.
Red stripes.
So I had sold him a pair of the red stripes. He was going to keep that. And then literally the next day, that Shadow 1.0, the original Shadow came in.
Which was clutch, because that was a shoe I was looking for more than those red stripes.
Yeah, so...
but you see that how he used, like how he does that, how he treats the relationship between us, you know what I mean? Like,
absolutely, there you go.
He makes sure it was most convenient for me, and it's just about looking out for each other, because in the future, you never know when you'll be in a position where you might need that other person's help. And if you treat that person right and are honestly looking out for them all the time, they're going to look out for you, and they're going to be more like family instead of just a business partner or just somebody that you do business with.
Absolutely. And it feels better working with those kinds of people.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, that's honestly that's a perfect example of relationships, man. Like,
so real quick, let's actually get into how to build these relationships. Like we said, in order to really establish relationships, when you meet people, don't look at them as, okay, how can I make money off them?
Yeah, that's true.
Really want to get to know these people, like understand what they do. Like, just ask them simple questions about themselves and get to know somebody.
Get to know them.
Yeah, just get to know. Just get to know them.
Like,
don't
actually,
look at people as, and people yourself also. Don't look at them as customers. Like,
that's a dollar sign.
yeah. Don't go up to everybody you meet on the street and like, hey, I sell shoes. Do you want to buy a shoe? Like, no. Like, how was your day?
That's true.
Like just.
Well, like that you said in the last podcast, your network is your net worth. Like,
Absolutely.
the way you treat people will reflect on you, and it will also reflect on your business. Like, you don't know who you'll meet, where it will literally change your life and it'll change your pockets. And I say change your life in terms of you'll find a brother, you'll find somebody that is a lifelong friend. You know what I mean? And then it's also,
Absolutely.
like I said, when it change your pockets, you guys will help each other make so much money in the future.
Absolutely. And just having that kind of mentality sticks with people because a lot of people don't have that field, that energy.
Yeah, you got to be a good person in business.
Yeah, like you meet a lot more people in life than you think. Like if you saw a movie about your life, you're like, I completely forgot about that person.
Yeah, for somebody, I would say that's starting, when you're really looking to build a relationship, go to a sneaker event, and when you go, either you buy or you sell, ask for their IG. Hey, bro, what's your IG? Let me post you on my story. Hey,
and have casual conversations.
Yeah, have casual conversation. Talk about shoes. I mean, that's what you're there for. Talk about their shoes.
How have you sold today?
Yeah, like actually genuinely ask them questions and really get to having a conversation with them, not just a deal. You know, don't just make it a transaction.
Absolutely.
Make it a conversation.
Because, like I said, saying things like that sticks with a person. So now that next event, they're like, oh, there's bro. Even if they don't remember your name, they're still, when they see your face or whatever,
they're gonna
know.
Up. They're gonna shake up, give you a little head nod. You're gonna do a lot more business in the future. That's what's gonna increase your business. That's what's gonna increase your sales. That's what's gonna increase your inventory.
Because think about it on our end. Like, you know a lot of people's like IG pages, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, I don't know who this is, but I have their IG page.
Yeah.
And then you see them in person. Like it happened earlier with bro.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, that's you?
Yep.
But that's honestly because those are those kind of.
That's facts. That's how it is a lot for me, bro. Honestly, I'll be like, oh, okay. Now I remember, like, what's your Instagram page? That's all I usually ask somebody, and they'll be like, oh, this, and I'll be like, oh, okay, what's good, bro? Like, you know what I mean?
But those people that you just have conversations with, you remember, and those end up being the people you do the most business with.
Exactly, and that's the way you got to do it, bro. You're not gonna get nowhere if you don't value your relationships.
And another thing, don't value a relationship based on where a person's at in life.
That's true.
Because like let's talk about it sneaker wise. You can meet a person that is just your local reseller, just started reselling.
Like 2-3 pairs.
Yeah, you don't know who that person is going to be in 2-3 years.
At all. Just like how when you said about 2J's, when he was in those lines. Imagine those people that were going on for the same exact purposes to resell, and 2J's is like obviously in that same line as them. They're probably just looking at him like, oh, he's just another reseller. They probably might have dissed him. They might have treated him a lot different because he was homeless, not doing his thing. Now who has the last laugh?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So, relationships.
A personal example of that. Boys over at Soul Stop, city in Columbus, Ohio. Bailey and Wes. Wes, I've known Wes in a sense, not personally known him, but I've known him from when I was little and I first started reselling. Like he was one of those, you feel me, resellers that was moving a good amount of pairs that everyone kind of knew. But I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know he was gonna have a store this big. Like his store is huge, and all congrats to him. His numbers don't lie. Yeah, all congrats to them. I've done some crazy deals with him, just because one, it's impossible to get in touch with them now because they're so busy. But just because I had him, he was following my Instagram from when it was a small account and we knew each other, to then a couple years later, some of my biggest deals. 3 out of my top 5 biggest deals have all been with him. So just goes to treat everybody
the same.
With respect. Yeah, treat everybody the same and treat everybody with respect, because you don't know who that person's going to be.
Treat everybody how you want to be treated. Like literally the same thing you heard as a little kid. That's exactly how you should teach it.
That's a real thing. That's what a lot of people have lost today. Is just treat everybody how you want to be treated.
Yeah, exactly. Here, hold on.
But yeah, that's what about to do.
Yeah, so I mean,
time to wrap it up.
That's really what it comes down to is relationships. I mean, talked about relationships, how burning desire, a whole bunch of things. I feel like we went over a good amount of things. I hope that you guys are able to. Well, want to thank everybody that watched this whole thing.
Yeah,
if you
for
did,
sure.
or even if you just peeped it out for a little bit. I hope you're able to apply some of this to your game. If you're just now starting, and I mean, if you're on the way, keep grinding, bro.
For sure. And give us some time just to get everything structured. We're still new to this whole talking on camera thing. So
Yeah, true.
Sometimes we ramble, but just take what you can get out of it, apply it to your game, your day,
Yeah.
your life.
Also, please leave comments letting us know what we should talk about, what we should do better. Anything.
What you guys want to see, anything.
Any form of
Content that you got, any content that you guys want to see.
Any form of not critique. Any form of
No, it is. It's criticism.
any form of criticism, please.
Constructive criticism.
Yeah, please leave us criticism. Like, we want to know what we can improve on. Like, I'm always down to improve. So please just let us know what we can do. And thank you for watching. Stay blessed.
This was fun.
And
Peace,
cashing
guys.
over profit, man. Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Sheesh. Can I turn it off now?